So for me, usually right before the new year, around December time, I would see people talking about how the new year is their year, how the next year is their year, how they're going to succeed and make more money. Now that 2020 is over and it's 2021, why are people no longer bragging about their goals and plans for the new year? Hey guys, welcome to Let's Build Together, a podcast on personal development and a variety of topics that no one asked for. I'm your host, Love, and I thought why not do an episode about 2021? So if you are listening to this episode in 2021, Happy New Year, and may you have a great year. I have never shared my plans or goals for any year, mostly because I never had any until January 2020. That's when I started setting goals and planning my year and so on. But the only thing I guess I could say that I shared was my theme of the year, which was closely linked to my goals. So my theme was actually 3 P's, right? Which those P's is like 3 P's, and each piece stood for stood for my goals, right? As productivity, positivity, and places. Those were that was my theme for last year, and also my theme was linked to my goals. But anyway, 2020 happened and I didn't get a chance to complete all of my goals, but at least I got a chance to complete some of them, or at least get somewhere, right? So my theme for 2021 is building, right? Which is also closely linked to my goals for 2021. And there is a lot that is linked to building, right? I'm not gonna say what I am building yet, but maybe in the next episode I might give you a clue of what I'm building, but I don't think I will. I don't know, you might just have to stick around in order for you to find out. So stick around if you wanna find out, stick around. Anyway, how was 2020 for you? I mean, I know for everyone it was not that good. For me, for example, it was horrible. Started off a little bit good, but I was not doing that good in grade when I was in school, so that was quite sad, really sad. And then during quarantine, or should I say national lockdown, that we had in my country, where everything was just closed, school, everything, basically everything was closed. I had to stay inside my house. I just became sick. I mean, I'm not talking as in mentally sick. I mean, I was literally sick. I had this bad flu and cough that just didn't want to go away. I went to the doctor gave me antibiotics and all that. Still didn't want to go away. And the crazy thing is that I didn't have the symptoms of this corona. I didn't have the symptoms of corona, and even if I did go ahead and check if I had corona, I don't think I would have found any, because it was as soon as they said we have corona in my country, school was closed and I didn't even look back. I went home, I went straight home, stayed at home, and I didn't go anywhere else the whole entire lockdown until they said, hey, you have to go back to school. So it was quite crazy that I was sick during that time, but then it made me realize that, hey, you're not exercising as much as you used. Actually, I never used to exercise, but it was like, hey, you don't exercise, you need to start exercising. You don't drink water, you need to start drinking water. It was kind of that wake up moment where it was like, hey, you need to start taking care of your health. And not only that, but I think everyone was struggling financially in my country. My mom had to take a leave. I'm staying with my mom. She goes to work, so she had to take an unpaid leave. She had a little bit of money left, so she used that to just try and manage around the house. She also had to pay rent and also support her family back where she was born. So there was a whole nother issue. Business was not going well for my sister, so things were a little bit hard for me and my family, and I'm sure it was really hard for you also. And just knowing that corona was around, it was just scary. So yeah, I really want to know how 2020 was for you, and if you have learned anything from it. I know I've learned quite a few stuff from 2020. I even have an episode about that. Sort of. It's 17 things I've learned about myself. Most of the stuff that I've learned were mostly this year, but yeah, it was mostly this year. Stuff that I just didn't want to admit, but I had to admit. Oh, sorry, I meant 2020. Oh, goodness, it's a new year. Most of the stuff I learned in 2020. So I have an episode on that. If you want to know everything that I've learned mostly in 2020 about myself, and I admit it, you can go ahead and listen to that episode. So, yeah. But I think the one thing that I have noticed is that 2020 has taught everyone to appreciate what they have, to slow down, be mindful, and take care of their health. And when I mean health, I mean their physical, mental, and spiritual health. Because I know that I need to take care of all of that, my health, and I really need to do it like every day. I have to remind myself that, hey, you need to start taking care of yourself. I need to check in. I need to check in with myself, basically at least once a week, and say, hey, how did you do this week? How are you feeling physically? Oh goodness, mentally and spiritually. So what I wanna know is, how are you also feeling in 2020 and also now in 2021? I know it's just the beginning of the year, but how are you really feeling? Hey, let me know. Really, let me know. So I'm hoping that, well, 2021, goodness, 2021 is most likely going to be a year where either things will go back to normal, the normal that we had before Corona, right? Or we'll be adjusting to our new normal. Or something is going to happen again that will either unite the world or separate us even more. So what I'm hoping is that 2021 things will go back to normal, like the normal that we had before Corona. But also at the same time, I'm hoping that something really good would happen that would unite us as a world. Something good would happen that would unite us as a world. Hey, I'm hoping that something good would happen that would unite us as a world, as humans, so that we can work together, help each other in times of need, and when things are not going right for any country, we would come together and help each other, and that would really be nice. Like, no more war, no more fighting, no more hate, just peace, love. That's the kind of thing that I'm hoping for in 2021. Peace and love. That would be so good, hey? Anyway. I guess the one thing that I've been also thinking about is that if 2021 won't be the year that we want it to be, the least that we can do is take this few weeks this month to reflect on things that are happening in our lives and around us, by building together, empowering each other, and just never giving up on ourselves, on our goals, and just spending time with our loved ones, appreciating what we have, cause hey, 2020 definitely taught us a lot of things, and I think we should take each and everything that 2020 has taught us and use it in our lives right now, because who knows what is gonna happen in 2021. Even if we say that it should be this year, even if we prayed it to be a year where we become successful, a year where we get rich and all that, I think what we should really be praying for is that it should be a year where our loved ones, our friends, and just everyone in the world recovers from Corona and they're safe. I think we should be praying that in 2020, our loved ones and everyone in the world can recover from, Corona, and that we are safe, healthy, and that this vaccine that we're gonna have is delivered to everyone in the whole entire world, and that it actually does work. Because imagine having a vaccine that doesn't work. That would be just scary. I haven't actually read anything much about the vaccine, but I'm gonna check it out. But hopefully, if it does work, that's just great. It's incredible. Finally, we'll have something, hey? And hopefully, in this new year, 2021, we'll be spending time with our families. We won't lose our loved ones at all. And that will be safe, hey? I think that's everything that we all really want. So yeah, if 2020 is not the year that we, expect it to be, or the year that we so yeah, let's just hope that 2021 is gonna be really good. And I don't think that I'm so excited about 2021. Who is excited about 2021? Let me know if you are excited about 2021. And if you are excited, well, that's good for you, but I'm not that excited about 2021. And I think my voice is a little bit low right now. So bear with me. Bear with me. Anyway, that's it for this episode. But if you are thinking about setting goals, planning how you are most likely going to handle 2021, but you're still not sure if your goals are good or they're just fine, well, don't worry, cause I have you all covered up with a new episode that's gonna come out a few about a few days or maybe a week after this episode. So you just stay tuned for that. And if you wanna know when it's coming out, well, follow me on my Instagram at LBT Podcast. I'll leave the link below. Yeah, I'll leave the link below in the show notes, or is it the description? Yeah, the description anyway. I'm gonna leave the link there so you can follow me, and and if you wanna leave a message or say something, you can basically just do it there if you want to, hey? Well, other than that, that's it from me. And have a great 2021. Don't give up hope. Just don't give up. Never give up in 2021. And I think that's something that we are all supposed to remember, to never give up in 2021, to never give up on our goals, to never give up on taking care of ourselves, to never give up at all on life in general. So yeah, lots of love from me to you, and until the next episode, Bye.